think we'll be okay. Okay, let's get this going. All right, so we get to incorporate more of everything that we've learned into today. So we're going to start with our warm-up. It's going to be bird dogs, some planks, and some side planks to get warmed up. So start on your hands and knees. You don't need your weights for anything yet. All right. Finding our good position, pulling the tummies in, leg and arm out, and we're going to do the same as we did last week where we bring knee to opposite elbow and extend back out. Getting a little bit of a glute squeeze as you extend your leg out. And let's switch sides. Knee to elbow and extend out nice and long. Keeping the tummy pulled in. Go 2 more on this side. There's 1. And 2. Good. Next, we're going into a plank with a shoulder tap. So same as kind of like our anti-rotation stuff we did last week. We want to keep the hips really stable. So if you need to, you can widen out your feet a little bit. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Core's pulled in. And tap the shoulder. Hand to opposite shoulder. Go about 10 more taps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Coming down into a side plank position. We're going to go a little bit of a modified side plank. So I want bottom knee down because we're going to add in some hip abduction. So you're going to come up here. Leg should be just an extension of your torso. And we're lifting up. Let's go 2 more on this side. There's 1 and 2. Good. And switch. Going back. Good. And lift. And 2 more. There's 1 and 2. Good. Rest. Okay. Warm up done. So for the next one, for the next part we're going to do, it's going to be 4 minutes, as many rounds as we can. We're going between just 2 exercises. So you're going to need your band. We're going to do bridges with the band around our knees. We've done that in the past. And then you're going to take your sandbell. Nice thing about this band can just stay around the knees the whole time. You're just going to be kind of flipping over. So with the sandbell, you're coming into your plank position, reaching under, flip it over, reach under, and flip. Okay, so we're going to go 15 bridges and then 10 of these pull-throughs, so just kind of like 5 on each side. Okay, so let's get those bands around your knees. Yes. It does not. If you want to go super heavy, you can, or you can go lighter. I mean, it has to be light enough that you can pull it. That would be the only thing. All right. So when you're ready, lay on your backs. So with the band around the knees, we want to push out a little bit with these bridges. Make sure that we're working our hip abductors too, so get a good squeeze of your glutes, keep your core engaged. lift up and back down. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can take your sandbell and place it on top of your hips. And 15 of these. When you're done with your bridges, we're flipping over. Band's gonna make it just a little bit harder, trying to keep your legs apart a little bit. And pull over and flip. Just 10 of these. Good plank position. A little bit of tuck of that pelvis, pulling belly button into the spine. And then once you got 10, you're back down. And why don't you challenge yourself? I think everybody can grab this and put it on their hips. And 15 more bridges. Going as many rounds as we can in 4 minutes. So we've got a little over 2 minutes to go. At home, if you don't have a sandbell, you can always just use a dumbbell. Well, that's, just a little bit harder. Focusing on that anti-rotation that we went over last week, trying to keep the hips as level as possible. So spread out the feet a little bit more if you need to. Got a minute 15 to go. Definitely get through one more round. All right, get through these plank pull-throughs and then rest. All right, and bands off. Don't need those anymore. Take about a minute rest here, and then we'll get into our next 4-minute chunk. So next one, we're going to take our little dumbbell. So last week we did those side planks with rotation, and I threatened throwing in weight this week, so that's what we're going to do. So that'll look like either coming up on your feet here, or you can come down with your bottom knee down, whichever one you're more comfortable with the weight. We're up here, swing under, come all the way up, and back down. Oh yeah, just right next to the big weights. So we're going to go 8 on each side there, and then we're coming back into our plank position. And instead of last week we did opposites, this time we're going knee to same elbow, 8 on each side. Okay? Again, as many rounds as we can with quality in 4 minutes. So we'll get going here shortly. All right, everybody grab your 5-pounder and go on to whichever side you want to start on and go ahead and get going. We got 4 minutes here. 8 on each side. Really reaching under for that rotation part. And then switching sides. Pulling the belly button in, not letting the core go. Whew. 8, and then into your plank position, knee to same elbow, 8 on each side. And go alternating. Pretty sure it was these with the knee to opposite elbow that made my lower abs so sore last week. Whew. And then round 2. Mine were doing that a little bit last week. About 2 minutes left. Whew. Good job, guys. Whew. We got about 45 seconds. Just getting through what you can with good control, not trying to rush through anything. And 10 more seconds. And rest. Okay, minute rest here. And then we've got one more 4-minute chunk, and then we've got a little bit of a finisher, a hip finisher after that. And we get to stand for the last set. Whew, core's hard. It's not bad for a little 30-minute lunch break. Yeah. It's good. Okay, so the next one, we're going to throw in a wood chop. So it's going to be a standing wood chop. So a lot of this is, I'll show you without the weight first. A lot of it is we want to get the rotation from the hip. So you're going to be in this standing position here. You're going to have your weight. We're going to come down, and then it's like you're trying to throw something over your shoulder. But I want to make sure that you get this rotation from the hip. So it's almost like a little bit of a pivot, or I'm not a golfer, but maybe a little bit kind of like a golf swing. So if you grab your weight, just try 1 or 2 reps here before we get going. So it's going to be down here, throw up. Good. Okay, so we've got 8 on each side, and then we've done this one in the past where we do here. So we go 8 marches, switch sides, 8 more marches, and then back. 4 minutes. Right, ready? And go. And if you find that your big weight is a little bit too big, don't be afraid to go down to the smaller one. Hardest part might be trying to figure out how to do this on your opposite side. When you're done with that, arm locked out, core engaged. Just 8 marches, so 4 on each side. Nice and controlled. And then switching. And then we're right back into our wood chops. About 2 more minutes. Getting that drive from the hips. Shoulders have definitely got a little burn going on too. Yeah. 1 more minute. Okay, in 30 seconds. And finish up what side you're on and then rest. Give you a minute rest, and then we've got our hip finisher, and then the class is done. So we'll be going back down to our mats. And we're going to be laying on our side. We're going to do all one side first, and then do the other side. Reps are going to be 20, so what that's going to look like, we're going to have clamshells first. So the important things are that hips are stacked on top of each other. I almost want you to think about rolling your hips forward so that we're not opening this way and using our hip flexor. If you pinch your heels together a little bit, got 20 clamshells here, then we go into 20 side-lying hip abduction, and then you're going to hold your leg up here, 20 clockwise circles, 20 counterclockwise circles. So 4 20s, and then switch to the other side. Okay, so starting with our clamshells. And just going on your own count. Thinking about squeezing, glute. Keeping the core pulled in. Don't want to get lazy here right at the end, so keep that belly button pulled in. And once you've hit 20, we're going to our side-lying hip abduction. So similar to the clamshells, keep your hips stacked on top of each other. Want the leg to be an extension of your torso. Get a nice squeeze of your glute. Try and keep your knee straight. Good job, guys. One way to check your core is to make sure when your leg comes down, your hips aren't popping up. Everything through your hips and your pelvis is just staying nice and stable. All right, once you've hit your 20 here, hold your leg up there and get ready for the burn. You've got 20 circles one way, 20 the other way. Just nice, tight, small circles. And then once you've finished up circles on this side, we're doing it all on the other side, and then we're dead. All right. All right, setting up your good position for your clamshells. 20 of these, and then right into your side-lying hip abduction. And once you hit 20, straighten out your leg. Nice and controlled on the way down. That eccentric motion is what's really going to help to strengthen. And then last little bit, you got your circles. Core pulled in the whole time. Last little bit here. "20 one way and 20 the other way." And then you guys are done. Whew. All right. And that's class. Good job today. Got one more class left, and then that's it for this session. I'm going to do the exact same thing next session, which I think starts, I don't think we're taking a week break, so it starts in two weeks. Yeah, but we're going to do the same core class. Might make just a few little tweaks to it, but mostly just trying to get people stronger. Just on Wednesdays, yep.